What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Evil Dead the Game video. Today, the director of community at Saber, Michael Calver, jumped on to the Evil Dead subreddit to answer a few questions that the community has been asking quite a bit. In this video, we're going to go over the highlights of this post and what the future holds for Evil Dead the Game. First, let's start with anti-cheat and reporting players. As many of you have seen, there are a handful of hackers and exploiting players in the game. Well, this will be addressed even further in future updates. Cal said, "In our first patch, we implemented several measures to combat cheating and fix several bugs that were being exploited. And there are even bigger and better anti-cheat measures coming soon. We're also going to add a report player option in-game across all our platforms." So how about balancing? Across any asymmetrical multiplayer game, balancing is always a tough situation to deal with. How will Saber be implementing future updates to help deal with this issue? Cal said, "We appreciate all the constructive and thoughtful feedback as you've been providing about the survivors, demons, and weapon balance. This is an ongoing process and one we handle very carefully and deliberately. We look at actual game data primarily, but also the most commonly reported feedback from our feedback portal. Very commonly, for example, some people will report that a certain character, or survivors overall versus demon overall, is overpowered, while others will report the opposite. And you see those discussions happen frequently in real time in Discord and Reddit, etc. So we always look at data first, and then seriously investigate any collected feedback that is common and frequent. Many times we will look into a heavily reported bit of balancing feedback and find that the data shows the win rate and other statistics are pretty much even with others. But there are definitely some improvements that can be made, and you may have noticed that we already made some adjustments since launch in our last patch notes to Cheryl, Amanda, and Evil Dead 1 Ash. We are working on further adjustments to Evil Dead 1 Ash and are considering other tweaks as well. Again, if you have feedback about a specific character that you feel is imbalanced, we encourage you to report it at feedback.saber.games in the appropriate area. The more heavily reported by the community there, the more heavily it will be discussed and reinvestigated by our team. So as Cal said here, it's tough to adjust balance based solely on player feedback, as many people complaining about balance are still going through the necessary learning curve that comes with playing Evil Dead the game. It's not until you see high-level players as both Survivor and Demon that you start to see the game as potentially more overall balanced than it may have originally seemed, or vice versa. The best way to address an issue like this is with really strong skill-based matchmaking, but as we've seen with games like Dead by Daylight, this is a difficult feature to implement in games like this. What stats do you go off to cue players to make the game as fair as possible? It's just really not an easy answer. But moving on, for those of you that like to play with friends, you're probably getting very tired of inviting them game after game, as after each game you get thrown back to the main menu and have to reset the party every single time. Well, Cal did address this as well, but we haven't gotten much information yet. He said, "We've heard that players want to stay grouped after matches. We're evaluating this. It's not an easy problem to solve, but we'll keep you updated on our progress here in the future." I know this is a nitpicking problem, but I really want to see this implemented into the game. It just saves a ton of time, and it definitely gets annoying having to reset your party every single game. So, how about the upcoming Army of Darkness map, Castle Kandar? When will this bad boy be released? The Army of Darkness map is coming soon, which will be free to all Evil Dead players, and we'll have more to share on that in the next week or so. And there will also be new weapons and characters coming in future DLC. We know there are fan-favorite characters players would like to see in the game, and we absolutely will be sharing more on this front soon. And speaking of that future DLC, what is included with the Season Pass that came with the deluxe edition of the game? Season Pass owners get the classic bundle of outfits, which is available now, and also 3 upcoming DLC packs featuring new characters, outfits, and more. So it looks like all future maps will be free, which is fairly normal with today's games, and characters and cosmetics will be the focus of paid DLC. So why not release a detailed roadmap with dates of upcoming DLC? Cal addressed this too, and said, "We understand that players would like to see a detailed and specific roadmap of DLC, especially our Season Pass 1 owners. We have not announced a roadmap for specific DLC content because we are still finalizing and fine-tuning content plans as we go. We of course don't want to share details about things that are very much subject to change, both in regards to content and dates. However, we are working on 3 upcoming DLC packs planned for release through the rest of this year that will include additional fan-favorite characters and other content from the Evil Dead universe." There will also be new weapons and of course the Castle Kandar map, free to all owners of Evil Dead the game. We will have some new screens to share of the next DLC featuring the Castle Kandar map soon, as well as release timing info. Now, last two here really quick. Is Evil Dead the game still coming out on Nintendo Switch? This is currently in the works and we'll share some information about release timing soon. And last but not least, push to talk. We've heard this one a lot, especially from our streamers and content creator friends, and we're working on this. We'll post an update on social once it's fully baked. So there you go, one big update on some of the changes and DLC to come in the near future for Evil Dead the game. Like many of you, I'm still having a blast playing the game, and I can't wait to see what the future content will bring to the game. Like many of you, I'm still having a blast playing the game, and I can't wait to see what future content is coming in the future to make it even more exciting. Now, that's my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comments below. But that's going to wrap up this video. If you enjoyed, make sure you drop a like and subscribe to our channel for more updates like this one. And of course, as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.